She seems like she's a hard worker, she's dedicated, she was really prepared for her interview.
I just edit it because it feels good.
You know, I don't like people making decisions because they thought it was good. That's not what we want.
I would comfortably offer her a job. That's my personal.
She talks a good game, but you know, anybody can talk a good game.
Wednesday morning, and it's a big day for the Woody and Kleiny team as they interview a potential new employee.
CV, bizarrely, is pretty much useless to you for this interview because, again, based on CV, she was out initially. It's those private socials that saved her and got her to sort of the next step, because that's the biggest curveball and one to dip around, which I think is great with Joe and Fran. They've covered that technical side. This will be the sort of finishing touch to that, and then they're getting to know sort of, are you the right person for that?
Just gonna park right outside of the shop. Chocolate cake, chocolate cake. Why is chocolate cake gonna be in the furthest place away? Did not think about this.
Hiya, mate. How are you? Lovely to see you again.
And you?
You get it all right?
Yeah, I'm just full of bike gear.
Oh, that's...
Would you mind if I change my shoes?
Oh, of course you can. Yeah, no, do you think?
Ooh. This is really strange. Hi, my name is Laura and I am currently interviewing for a role here with Woody and Kleiny, a video editor, so it's pretty exciting.
I've not ridden for a long time, but I don't miss the old soggy boots and gloves.
Oh, it's a nightmare. What is it you ride again, Mike? Is it the SV650s?
Yeah, just an old one. Or, well, I pretend to ride it is probably a better phrase. It's got to be 3 years at least since it came out of the garage.
I've never seen.
Possibly longer. Yeah.
Currently in my day-to-day job, I manage a motorcycle shop full-time. So in my spare time, I ride a bright pink motorcycle, an MT-07 if anybody is actually a biker out there. And yeah, I vlog about it online. So I'm what you call the modern day like motor vlogger. I had a dream last night that like literally just before I woke up, Woody and Kleiny like came through the door, but they were like 12 feet tall.
Quite the opposite.
So seeing them right now, I'm like, oh, okay.
Definitely not.
Yeah, we always take the piss out of how short they are.
We got called about 2 minutes ago.
Never heard.
Oh, really? Okay.
How are you? Good to see you.
Sorry, my
all
hands
right?
are all sweaty from the
No,
coffee.
don't be silly. How are you? It was good. It was good. It was good.
Good, how are you?
Good stuff, yeah, not too bad, thank you.
What's been going on?
And you? Actually, Woody, I brought you something.
You brought me something?
Yeah, I brought you something.
I'm expecting chocolate cake for Woody.
No.
Why would I bring chocolate cake for Woody?
I love
to kind of like break the ice, you know, whenever you're doing an interview, it can be kind of scary, and I'm not gonna lie, like I did have massive anxiety. But to break the ice coming in here this morning, I brought Woody one of his favorite desserts in the world, a chocolate cake. And of course I couldn't leave Kleiny out. I brought you something as well, I couldn't leave you out.
Okay.
I brought you this actually.
Amazing. Nah. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Batman.
See, unbreakable. Unbreakable.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. So Laura must have been studying us. She knows that I hate Batman. I think she's got off on the wrong foot.
So Laura, while these guys are being children, I'm going to take you down this show.
Thank you.
Okay.
Cool.
Obviously, I shoot a lot of content out here, as you've probably seen.
I have,
seen bits and pieces.
Honestly, I think I've watched every episode in the past week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And after the tour, it's time for the interview.
And then this
Where
is
should
the
I sit?
creative room which you've been in before.
I have.
We're done.
Where do you want me to sit? Just here?
Anyway, yeah,
it's
so
comfy.
comfortable. Yeah.
So we're currently looking for a new person to join the Woody and Kleiny team. Me and Fran currently split the responsibilities between both of us, and we'd really love a third person to ultimately get the best out of the content we make. Me and Fran interviewed her a couple of weeks ago. She's done a test edit for us. So this is ultimately a chance for her to meet Woody and Kleiny, get to know the rest of the team, feedback how she found the edit, what she thought about it, and go from there and see if she's right for the company. So basically the format today is I just wanted to start off like dissecting your edit a little bit and just learning a bit about it and why you did certain things. I appreciate that might be really hard to answer. Like I was saying before, I know I'd actually really struggle to answer things about my edit.
Actually, I've been quite busy. I thought the same thing. I thought, I just edit it because it feels good. And watching it, I just know it's funny and I know it lands. Yeah. But how do you actually explain that? So I annotated everything that I did. So I came prepared. On the main sections here, it's basically everything that you said. It's how the audience will see what you're saying and how they'll take it. And then on the pages on the inside, it's basically about themes, character development, common themes for progression. My background is actually from drama, musical theatre, editing, everything in that whole shell. And I'm kind of doing like a full circle going back into it now. I got into the bike trade because I was training for stunts, I was training for the film industry, and 5 years later, I'm still there and not creating anymore. So I want to get like heavily back into it. So that's why I am here today. And by doing this, I've wanted to kind of break down you guys and see how you can progress yourselves to have the audience see you as like someone that they keep like rewatching, someone they want to come back to and see your own like story development. And a really good example of who's already doing that is he's actually not in this room, so sorry. It's Mike.
Yes.
Whenever Mike is in the room, he takes all of the power from everyone. Yeah. And like he's almost like the boss man. And I've wrote down that he's like the silent authority. Yeah. He doesn't have to say anything, but you know he's in control of the room.
All right, G Bizzle.
All good.
Good effort yesterday though, mate. Lads are buzzing.
Thank you.
Now we just got to do it for the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. all of these kind of theories, me and Fran love this stuff. That's why this is so great to hear. Me and Fran have done this at one point, and we have like a big document. I don't know if you guys remember, effectively like breaking down everyone's tropes, personality traits, the type of jokes they do, the type of power they have, that sort of thing. You really like when you break it down, you go like, oh, that's cool. And like it's the classic case of I think you feel things and the audience doesn't really know why they're feeling it, which is great because us at this end made it that way.
And what we just wanted to have like a little chat about is like, you know, like your history, what you've done, and you know, we've spoken to Joe, spoken to Mike, spoken to Fran, we'd just love to hear like, you know, what you do. I know you've got your YouTube channel and seen some of the clips, they're wicked.
Thank you.
Yeah, so just wanted to hear more really.
So day to day, I actually manage a motorcycle shop, which is completely irrelevant to what I'm applying for. Yes. But kind of like the alter ego of me. When I go home, I become Batman. No. I am currently in the midst of changing my career from a full-time motorcycle manager to a creative video editor. When I go home, I become my alter ego of my own channel, and that's where my creative juices flow, if you would say. My channel called Moto Waifu, which is something that I created back when I was really, really into anime. I wanted it to have like a Japanese kind of like kawaii vibe for motorcycling. Through that, I've been trying to inspire more women to start riding, to try and grow the whole industry, and also entertain people along the way. Last year alone, I did a 3-week trip to Istanbul and traveled through 21 countries in 20 days and also raised a lot of money for mental health. Work goals, I really want to get back into the creative industry. Yeah. I was saying to Joe last time that I was here, I don't know if he mentioned it to you guys, but the reason that I'm currently working in a motorcycle shop is it's like a full circle. I moved to London, I went into the film industry, I went into the stunt industry, I started riding motorcycles to try and progress into the stunt industry. So I got a job in a motorcycle shop because everything's expensive for bikes. And then COVID hit. And then I'm a manager. And then it's been 5 years and I'm like, I really miss creating. So work goals, I really want to push myself back into the creative industry because that is exactly where my mind...
You're a creative.
I'm a creative.
Laura seems like she could be the perfect fit for what we need. She's a great personality. I think that she'll fit in really, really well, and she seems like she's a hard worker, she's dedicated, she was really prepared for her interview. So it was all good signs, really. Yeah, the last thing I would want to say is just like really impressed with like your preparation.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Your detail, your care, and it just seems like I wouldn't want to say that you've just done this just for now. I kind of believe that this is a process that you do constantly, and whether it is in your head or you get it down on paper, it's just very impressive. So
thank you.
Yeah, top marks for that. Really.
Thank you.
You need to get Mike. You need to get Mike back on his bike.
We say it's a conspiracy. We don't believe he's got a bike.
Maybe it is. Maybe he's just trying to show off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because we have never ever seen this bike.
Can I actually tell you something? So like an SV650, which is what he's got. Everyone in the motorcycle trade gets bullied if you have one because because it's known as a girl's bike. Please don't tell him that I said that.
That is amazing.
No matter whatever they say to you, it's not true.
Oh, that's not what I've heard. They're stitching you up ready there.
And now, the rest of the team deliberate on whether to hire Laura.
Blown away, really, especially with once you see all the prep and the notes and the care and the deep thought.
The amazing thing, one thing which really impressed me is like when I think about, say, like yourself and Fran, who are very much in on this in terms of the creative process of whether it be coming up with a lot of what we're putting together or how the edit's put together, and that way, being on that wavelength and that way of thinking as a creative who's going to come in and work as an editor. She is on your platform, she's on your level. She will say something, you'll be like, fucking sick. And I think you can feed off of each other. And it just helps us grow even more so as a team in the directions that we want to. And you can see there's a lot of passion from her to want to be in this world, and she deserves to be in this world again.
But it all go okay with the guys?
Went really well, yeah.
It sounded like it was all going well.
Good laugh, yeah.
That's a huge part of it, getting into a relaxed mood so you can be yourself and express yourself.
Yeah, and of course every day running up to this I've been throwing up in my helmet every day just the thought of it, so it's nice coming here and not throwing up.
That's one of the huge things with these guys. I've never appreciated it till I started working with them, is the way they can disarm people and just get you out of that nervous place. Just with celebs, guests, visitors, they'll break anyone down and just be
That's
people.
another reason I brought like icebreakers in my bag as well. I was like, okay, well,
yeah. Oh, very good shout.
We're very much on the same wavelength.
Yes.
We speak each other's language in that sense. I think she's a very like deep person when it comes to like choices, and I think that's, you know, to use Nads's wording, that's the 3D element we need. I think finding a 2D editor, we could get one off the shelf right now. We found a freelancer and go, here's your project, makes an edit. She's a very 3D person. She's very like, why having that thinking is what drives it to the next step. I'd actually rather prioritise a creative brain than like a technically talented brain. Because I think they're the people that can sit in those rooms and go, like, I don't care if you're not.
I actually do prop building myself.
Okay.
It's not anywhere on my CV or you wouldn't find it anywhere, but I used to do a lot of cosplay. And
what sort of area?
The whole shebang, but mostly anime. Gaming, I've done like Overwatch. Do you know Overwatch?
Yes.
Overwatch characters, things like that.
I'm well into my gaming.
Oh really? I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now.
Mate, it's such a fucking good game.
Oh, you like it?
The storyline.
I think, literally, she's awesome, right? Well, this is me picking the perfect person. I've voiced it to these guys before, but I don't think you was in the conversation, Joe. I would love someone to come in and analyse why you would do it for YouTube. That's what I'd have been very impressed with, is like not, this is why we're building this character because of this. I would love to, the reason we're going this route in this episode is because of more watch time. Because, you know, just because we are in a social media world, and I'd love to get someone like that in soon when you have that balance between someone who can do the amazing storytelling, well, the team of amazing storytelling, but then the person who comes in and goes, yeah, but guys, if we do it like that, people are clicking off. I was definitely blown away by Laura's interview. You know, she went above and beyond, but I still feel, you know, there's a lot of gaps there, and, you know, she talked a good game, but, you know, anybody can talk a good game. And that's a massive gap. It's a massive gap in our team.
That's fair.
Do you know what I mean? And what I love, and this, you know, Joe does it, Fran does it, is they make a decision, there's a reason why you've made that decision.
Yeah.
And she'll be the same.
Yeah,
you know, I don't like people making decisions because they thought it was good. that's not what we want. We're making the decisions because it's best for the episode. Right?
Because of this.
Because of this reason. And I like a reason, and which is what she's done then. I think she'll do that. But I think there needs to be that argument coming from somebody else. Which is this is my reason, which goes against this storytelling here, but my reason is this because, you know, we need another hook at 3 minutes, 29 seconds, because that's where the viewers start to get a bit bored, which is different to Netflix. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's where it's interesting.
Which is what Mr. Beast has and Logan Paul.
Definitely,
and all of
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, well, as we've gone around the table, I haven't said that myself, but I would comfortably offer her a job myself. Whether we want to leave that for another day and this, that and the other and what have you, that's another discussion. But personally, I think don't waste no time. That's my personal. Happy to sit on it.
Do we want to see where the edit come in yesterday?
If we watch this and it's good, we have thinking to do, we send Laura away, we scratch our heads, we'll chat about it, potentially reach out to more people. If we watch this and it isn't, are you in a place where it's like, we offer Laura the job?
It's more so we can just pie this off and be like, we know what direction we're going.
Yeah.
After months of interviews and thousands of CVs, it all comes down to this. If the team like this test edit, they have some thinking to do.
Yeah.
So in this part of the dungeon, I was like,
There's
yes.
loads of little holes that I can get in.
I was like, oh, my character can finally come in useful.
Yeah.
So I became a little cat.
Yeah.
And then I went away from the goblins, and then I went, meow. And then all the goblins like chased me, and I was like, look guys, I'm useful. I want this job like really badly. Like this could be like a life-changing opportunity for me, and I would really appreciate it if I got the job.
But no, so I think we've got to dive upstairs very shortly, so before we just come down and, you know, say goodbyes and whatnot. Thank you so much for coming down, honestly. We had a chat upstairs, and we generally think like your edit was like absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
You know, we love your energy. And you know, we do think though there's like a lot of improvements needed, and there's a lot of gaps in areas, and yeah, there's no easy way to say this, but we want to offer you the job.
No way!
You're such a git. Such a git. You're a horrendous person. You're a horrible person, man. Honestly. No.
You got the job. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. Kleiny made me cry.
What a new chapter for Woody and Kleiny and the team. I'm absolutely buzzing, and you know, I just can't wait to get her involved.
Honestly, I thought I was gonna have to go away and have like another week of anxiety waiting for Mike to email me. Like, just sitting, like refreshing my phone, like, has he emailed me?
There you have it. The position is now closed. Laura, welcome to the team.
No, honestly, like, just so impressed.
Don't try and backtrack now.
Really happy that all of the work that I've put in is actually being noticed, and oh god, getting no words out. Really excited to start with this team. Like, it's such a vibrant atmosphere in here. The like creation is just bouncing from wall to wall, and I'm so excited to get back into it.
Oh yeah, we have a present for you.
Oh my god, no way!
This is for you.
Is it?
Okay, so this is a book called The Secret. It's all about law of attraction and manifestation.
Oh, cool.
And me and Woody live our lives by it, and the rest of the team have kind of jumped
Yeah, I know all about it. Yeah.
So, you know, we wanted to give that to you.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh, it's so sweet. Yeah, I'm just pretty happy. This is going to be a really fun ride back home.
Oh, yes. Hi, Mom. Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Yeah. It went really, really well. Like, it went really, really well. Yeah. Yeah, I got the job.